Here I am on Tutorial Island at Wolf the Road 2, place where you'll start the game out at. Shortly, you'll be able to get over to Southern Island. Tutorial Island will not teach you everything. I'd like to teach you something you will not hear about on Tutorial Island, where you can make a great deal of coins. Let's put the aircraft carrier in there too, even though it's bloody useless for earning things on, no matter what you do there. You'll notice on the map there are 3 of these circling yellow things called super demands. They pay out substantially more. Those are product receivers. There's different products in the game. You can only have 3 show up at any one time. When you start the game out, when you're offline, there is one will show up. 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Another one will show up, and it will continue that till there's usually 3 on the map. Usually it keeps 3 on the map, and with the first one disappearing when that you get 3 continuously on the map. There are 3 of these super demands, not to be confused with the 3 that are on the map here, that are pay out very well. 2 of them are actually highlighted right now. I'm going to point them out. This one here, it's the easiest to do. You pick up stones. I'm going to be using the Stryker to do this because it's a common vehicle. It's one you're going to easily get when you collect card packs. When you get over to Southern Island, you pick up your product here. There is only one problem encountered. There's a hill here where you've got to manage your nitro properly, and it pays about 60,000 when you max out the amount you can carry with the Stryker. The next easiest one that pays out a lot, there's one just off the road here. You need to get cardboard boxes. This is the one everybody talks about. It's the only one. There are 3 that are actually very good to do, but this is the one most people talk about. It pays out 10% more, about 66,000 when you're carrying 68 units with the Stryker. You pick up your product here, which are cardboard boxes on pallets, and the 68 units will pay out there. You'll be hauling trailers up a dirt road here that's twisty. You'll have to manage your nitro coming up to about here. It'll be very fast down here, as fast as it can be. With the larger vehicles, it's much faster. It's also fairly fast along here. Now, those ones, you're not limited by the hills with the products you can carry. There's a third one here which carries a heavy product, and there's a lot of hill involved. This one you have to get oil over a pass. You get the oil to here. The best place to pick up oil is, I'm only going to show you where there's an infinite amount of oil to pick up. That is here. Other places you can pick it up, there's a limited amount, just as on Tutorial Island. So along here, you'll get bots interfering with you all the way to this intersection here. Then you get to about here and you start encountering a hill all the way up through a pass here. And then there's another little ridge you go over here, and you'll run out of your nitro twice. And it can be difficult coming down this hill because the trailers do not have braking. Only your vehicle has braking, and some vehicles handle better than others, and Stryker actually is a pretty good vehicle, handles very well. So I am going to go do this one here, which is still available for 15 minutes. If I'd noticed it when it was available for 20 minutes, there's a good chance I'd be able to get 2 runs in. As it is not available, I'm not going to be going there for I did not notice it right away. I'll probably only get 2 runs in. With more powerful vehicles, the Atlas and the Maximus, there's a good chance you can get 3 runs in. How do you like the night scene here? I'm going to change that. It's a new option available in the game. It recently became available. We have full midday without nights. I'm going to get the vehicle I was telling you about, my Stryker. This is a Stryker specifically designed for this video. It's a vehicle I said you'll probably earn quickly with opening card packs you collect on the land. It's got a custom sticker scheme on it that's been modified from what's available in the game. There's a sticker set. It's one of those. As I'm not a subscription person to the game, paid for full access to all 15 stickers, I only could have modified the first 5. You know what? Let's start out closer to where I need to pick up the product. I've got all the bases open, so I'm going to do a fast travel here. I've got my truck with me. If I had product in my bed, it would arrive with me, but if I had trailers with me and product carrying those, they will not arrive with you. You actually have to drive your product when you're carrying trailers. And to make this pay out all 66,000, I need trailers. And if you're using any of the other larger trucks, you can get a payout on this mission of 100,000. The maximum amount you can carry by using all 5 vehicles. You can play in the game at once by carrying somewhere between 110 and 115 units. I need to attach my trailers. Normally I'd have all my trailers all attached up because I'd be doing these one after the other, after the other, after the other, earning coins. Let's get a trailer and turn it around the other way. And I want this fairly close to where I'm going to attach it, but not, some of them you don't want too close. The dolly ones are not good to have close to one another because they'll bounce around. You want to leave a little distance if you're placing a dolly with large trailers. And you can have multiples of the same trailer. Mine are the same trailer there, just slightly different sticker scheme. Different colors actually is all I did. You don't have the option. Now, I showed you a little trailer here. I've got 5 vehicles in play. I can't play anymore. This one here, the little trailer is going to disappear. Second one there, right by the Westland. I cannot attach that to the Stryker or at any of the other trailers. It has a different kind of hitch. So I've got a dolly, the middle road there, just off to the right slightly. And I've attached a box to it. I've done that all wrong. Now let's point my... You'll get a chance to see it again. There it is. Turn it around the other way. And it's got a different kind of hitch. It will attach. Whereas the little trailer won't, and the little trailer even has smaller wheels. So it's not high enough to attach, I guess. Now, I like to back up when I place my trailers. Not a good thing to do when you've got a lot of trailers that all bunch up. Let's pull forward, see if I got all my trailers there, if I leave anybody behind. Looks like I got them all, and they're all loaded. Let's see where the heck I'm going. Uphill. I can use a little bit of boost on this starting out, get them up to speed. Same with larger vehicles when you're hauling up this hill. This video is not just about using the Stryker to do this, it is about earning lots of coins. In the game you have the option to do challenges or to earn coins as well. They're on the land. They're highlighted in blue. And they're all different kinds of types. And what I find is many of them, when you get over here to Southern Island, you need a very powerful car. And you're probably going to need an in-app purchase to be able to do them. With the Stryker here, you can earn it from the land. You do need a lot of coins to get it all its upgrades you'll need. I'll show you that at the end of the video, how I've got it set up. There's one of those challenges straight ahead pretty much. But they're all different styles, some of which you can do. There are buildings, you just haul products to build them. They were also available in the original version of Off the Road. So I'm already past the most challenging part of this mission. Now all I gotta do is make sure I don't roll my truck or bump into too many bots. With this truck, I'd like to stick to the roadway. When I can, when I'm hauling, if I can find a little shortcut to do these deliveries, when I'm doing multiple trips, when he's not loaded, I'll take the shortcut. That car is going to turn. I don't know which way he's going to turn. I'm going to use boost to get out of there quick so it doesn't go under my truck, into my wheels. The Stryker is a bit of a tall vehicle. Some of the bots can almost drive under it. It's not as bad as the Atlas. The Atlas is a very bad vehicle for having bots go under it and roll it, cause it to crash and dump the load in your trailers. And there's the boost. You can actually see it on the vehicle. You can use the boost pretty much where you want here. The only thing you'll need is for a little bit of a hill over there, and maybe keep them going around the corner. You've got to make a corner out there. I believe with the Stryker here, do a full round trip to go back to the start. It takes about 8 minutes. So there's not a great chance of getting 2 of these runs in on this delivery, but it is possible. With more powerful vehicles, you can actually get 3 runs in. You can get 3 runs in all 3 of the ones I said to do. They pay out very well. And you can carry substantially more units, which this truck would only make about 60% of what they can do. Now, I keep a little boost here because I like to keep some boost to come back up to the roadway because there's a little bit of a dip to get down to the drop-off point. And there's a little challenge here, particularly with the Stryker, which has very bad brakes, and it's not worth trying to upgrade. You gotta not bump into that building. You don't need to come to a stop here. I've got 6 minutes and 40 some odd seconds to do a full cycle and come back here. And I got paid out about 65,000. I didn't see exactly what there. You'll be able to remind me if I said that wrong, whether it was 65 or 66. That's usually the range it's in. Now he's carrying a light. I can take a little bit of a shortcut here. Get around that bot. It's not much of a shortcut. Didn't really get around him. And there we go. I did not look around the corner because I am racing to try to get a delivery in. Oh, actually, I'm not going to be able to manage to get a delivery in. I like to show you a little bit of this route going the way back. I'm not going to be showing you the other 2 routes, some of the tricks on those. With the Stryker, there's not a whole lot of tricks to do on either of them. Larger vehicles, there's some sort of shortcuts you can try to take. There's one little shortcut here that is somewhat handy on the route back to make another pickup. It avoids the bots, and I find it changes the timing of the bots. When you get to this intersection here, you tend not to have too many bots pile up on you, causing a problem here. Now, there is a hill. Fortunately, everything is empty. So you're going to have enough nitro. You're going to slow down a bunch going up there, but you'll manage to make it over. I'm not going to go all the way back to the original pickup point. I'm going to call that the end of my video. And well, actually, I'm going to show you one other thing before we get going to the front. Slow up my truck here. I hope to show you this. I'm in the wrong place. Upgrades. These are the upgrades I made to my truck. This is the second time I've upgraded the Stryker. You can pay 10 platinum to upgrade the Stryker you've already got, or as I did, you can buy a new truck. And I found it's best to upgrade the engine as much as possible on this small little truck. Handling the Stryker is very good at handling. I put a couple of units there. I don't know if it makes a whole lot of difference. The Stryker is one of the best handling vehicles in the game. Durability. Nah, it doesn't do much for you. But it does mean you don't have to go back to your base to get fixed up all the time. It means you can use the on-screen wrench to fix up your vehicle. Getting additional parts, like you can see my bumper has a bull bar there on it, does not seem to have any effect. Nitro. Yeah, use as much of it as you like. I've got 4 other nitros I can place on my vehicle. I did not place them. Or 2 other nitro slots I could put them into. Transport. If you put them into transport, it means you're going to be hauling more. It means you can't use the upgrade to place elsewhere in the game. You get 1 more in the bed, and you get 1 more in the first trailer behind your truck. And it makes your weight a little more. Braking, there's no point in upgrading it because it doesn't do very much. It makes very little change. Same with fuel. The Stryker is very uses a lot more fuel than any other vehicle with a tank that size. You'll find you're going to be probably running out of fuel. There's no point in the little bit you get by upgrading the fuel tank. It's not worth it. 2 liters for each unit, and then it gets less after that. You've got an electronic control unit you can put on there. If you find one that works for you, go ahead. It'll cost you to keep it if you want to use it for something else, though, if you want to upgrade it. And there's one other thing to do. Tires. When you get any of your trucks that haul, the Stryker came with a pretty good set of tires. You can see the numbers over here on the right side of the screen. I decided to put these on. You'll notice that there's all positive. There's not a negative. And it's even better off-road. I believe this cost about $65,000 for these set of tires. But they're much better than the one it came with for driving around. I found it's best to go with those. You'll notice some of the other tires there you have to pay platinum for. I don't know. You think they're any better? I go with these ones. I go with that on every truck that delivers. So if you want to make a bunch of cash or coins in off the road too, get yourself some trailers. Keep progressing in the game till at least you get to the Stryker and you can do some hauling. And then look for the super delivery missions. So I hope my video helps you out. If you think so, give it a check mark, or share it with somebody else. That's all for now.